Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts. It's time to head back to Traverse Town, pick up some random loose ends. We've got some new stuff to find, some new things to do, just some stuff I want to show off. I don't think any Kingdom Hearts game has you return to a world as much as in Kingdom Hearts 1. I can see why a lot of people wouldn't like that, honestly, because backtracking, who wants that? But I don't know, I think it kind of adds something to the world. I mean the world of Kingdom Hearts at large, not just like the world itself. Like there's just a lot more to it, like there's Pinocchio and Geppetto living here, and postcards. I don't know, it's something that's kind of missing. I've said this a lot now, so I'll try to stop. But it just, Kingdom Hearts kind of is on the last legs of that old platformer era, the early 3D stuff. So it has stuff like this that just wouldn't really pass in a modern game now. But yeah, Geppetto. He actually has a function in this game. Basically, when you defeat a certain number of Heartless, he'll create a gummy ship for you. And they're all Final Fantasy references. You can get like Cactuars, Moogles, Cid, Yuffie, that kind of thing. The more and more Heartless you fight, the more gummy ships you get, so that's good, right? The catch is a lot of these gummy ships actually, they don't function. You have to fix them in order for that to work. Yeah, you can also find a Keyblade in here, so that's pretty cool. Now you gotta remember to keep up with the synthesis stuff here. If you keep making all the things you want, you'll get more and more things, and then eventually the best thing. I'm kind of torn. I'm not sure if I like just having one area you can go to synthesize stuff, or if I like it better when you can just synthesize wherever you want. Because on one hand, it kind of makes the world more real, for lack of a better word, but it's also a lot less convenient. There's a lot of backtracking if you want to actually build stuff. So I don't know. Maybe there's some healthy in between. Now that we've been to Monster, we have High Jump, which opens up a lot of areas, or makes areas previously hard to get to much easier to get to. So that's pretty significant, but then there's more Trinities around, so if you want to backtrack to some worlds and get more treasures, now is a good time too. I mean, your abilities don't get much more advanced than this. There's one more really useful ability, but honestly it's pretty much optional. Like I don't think there's anything that requires it. Oh, there's a few treasures that require it, my bad. Can't remember anything about this Keyblade that Geppetto and Pinocchio give you. I think it gives extra critical hit percent. Can't really remember. Then again, the Keyblades in this game aren't really anything special. They don't really give you many unique abilities. In later Kingdom Hearts games, they really start to ramp up what Keyblades can do. They give you like abilities and stuff. Or at least they do in Kingdom Hearts 2. It's kind of, they're taking a step back lately. I hope they bring that back in Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, I have pretty dismal luck in this whole hotel area, but you can find white and black, or I think you just find white mushrooms here. But yeah, you can find mushrooms here if you're lucky. I am not lucky. White mushrooms actually become a bit more significant in Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, which is the version that comes with the PlayStation 3 remake. Because there's new mushrooms that come along, and basically, the better you do with mushrooms, the more mushrooms you get. It's strange. Kingdom Hearts has a really massive list of enemies. Like, there's tons of Heartless types, and it gets more and more with each game. And you really do end up fighting a lot of the same ones over and over again. The variety does pick up around the end of the game, though, when they start just spreading the Heartless out throughout the entire world, basically, instead of just giving you specific world-based ones, like the sword ones and Agrabah, that kind of thing. But yes, Merlin's house. It's a very dilapidated house. Is there like a story reason for why it's like that? I don't know, I haven't seen Sword in the Stone. Once you get all the different types of magic, he gives the Spellbinder Keyblade, which actually offers a very significant boost to magic overall. So, if you are a magic user, this is the Keyblade for you. But wait, there's more. We got that Summon Gem in Monstro, and now we got the Dumbo Summon. These are ridiculously non-standard summons, gotta say. Like, I like how they are functionally very similar to typical Final Fantasy summon. Like, they have like Mega Flare and Tsunami and stuff, except they're also Disney characters. I guess now is a good time of any talk about it, but there was actually a planned Bahamut summon and Bahamut's from Final Fantasy. And it was going to be in Kingdom Hearts 1, I guess as a final summon. But it was, for whatever reason, scrapped. I'm not 100% sure what the reasoning might be. It could be anything from Bahamut being like a slight religious reference and Disney not wanting that. Or it could be something like they thought it was too similar to the final summon you get, which I'll get to later. There's all sorts of reasoning there could be, but I don't know, it seems kind of like an unfortunate missed opportunity, because I think it'd be really cool to see like a Disneyfied Bahamut. But yeah, let's have a little summon expose, shall we? Because I'm never going to use them any other time, really, so. First of all, Simba, the first summon we got. Simba and his world were actually meant to be in Kingdom Hearts, but at the time they didn't have the technology to do accurate four-legged movement, so they scrapped the world basically. But yes, how you use Simba is you use the charge up command, and then if you successfully do it, he'll make a huge shockwave and destroy all the enemies around. But if you get hit, you'll cancel it. All your summons have an MP level, and once it's gone, they're gone too. Also, for some really weird, stupid reason, you can't actually leave a room while you're summoning. But yes, the next summon is Genie. One of the summons you don't get actually from a summon gem. Basically with Genie you just wait around, and once a Showtime command highlights, you can select it. And then something happens. What? We'll find out next time. When the time comes. I think that Showtime command is based on how many enemies you hit, but I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure if it's time based or hit based, but yeah. It might just be like when you get to the very end of his MP bar. There you go. But yeah, all it really does is cast a bunch of random magic. It's nothing actually that special. It's rapid fire, so it looks pretty cool, but it's not actually terribly useful. It's weird. I guess I shouldn't say that because it's still pretty powerful stuff. Like, it uses lots of gravity and stuff, but I don't know. It just seems underwhelming. Yep, and last but not least, we got Dumbo. Dumbo makes Sora shrink. You can actually fly while you're in Dumbo's form and shoot water at things. So yeah, that's a thing. With Dumbo, you don't have to wait for a command or anything like that or charge anything up. It's just the MP gauge will drain faster when you use the water command. So is there a reason why Sora had to shrink for that, or what? But yes, that's the summons so far. They're not that useful. In Kingdom Hearts 2, they're actually way better. But yeah, we're getting close to the end of that postcard side quest too. Question: does anyone know why you can put out that fire? Please, someone tell me. Yep, now that you have high jump, you can get up onto these rooftops too. But they also are very slidey, so be careful about you might get knocked off just by association. Yeah, it's actually at this point, you now have the ability to get up to the rooftops, so you're that much closer to being able to get up to that place that the first Trinity was able to get you. Remember the one that teleports you up to that place over by that girl over there. But yeah, that takes care of things so far for Traverse Town, but this isn't the last time we'll be back. But in the meantime, let's go explore some new worlds, shall we? See you then.